Hey everybody, this is eyeonstuff. Today I wanted to talk about stacking silver. Now about 7 to 8 years ago I started collecting silver, and then I was quickly sidetracked with doing other things. And recently I started stacking silver again. So I wanted to share my philosophy of stacking silver. I know this is a personal thing with many stackers out there. I don't question anyone on why and how they stack silver. This is just my philosophy based on my personal situation. So this is just me sharing my story. Now, I learned a lot from many of the more experienced stackers out there. I saw many of your videos out there, so thanks for sharing your experiences. It helped me in making my decision on how to stack. So how do I stack silver? It's not just one thing, but it's partly investing and also partly building wealth. Now, I also like collecting, so it's a hobby, and since it's a hobby, I enjoy doing it, or I get enjoyment from it. Because it's an investment, I know there's risk. So if the silver value goes down, I remember it's a hobby, and I do enjoy it. So I don't feel as bad when there's risk or when silver value goes down. I'm still growing wealth when I collect. So that's kind of how I feel about and why I stack silver. So the next question is, how do I stack silver? Because I'm still a beginner, I like to just keep it simple. I buy from reputable dealers. That's a common rule. And since I'm investing and also building wealth, I buy close to spot price as possible. Now, silver not being the most liquid compared to cash. If all I had was cash, I can easily spend it. So it helps me build wealth by collecting silver because it's not as liquid. If the dollar collapses, I could use silver for trade or as cash. Now, I don't expect the dollar to collapse anytime soon, though. I always know that I can convert my silver to cash if needed. Now, I stack mainly government bullion and some generic rounds. Now, what you see here are the main government bullion coins that I stack. The first one being the American Silver Eagle. Now, this is my standard go-to for collecting silver bullion. It's kind of like a home-cooked meal. It can't go wrong. The next one I collect is the Canadian maple. Now, I really like these because of the look of it, the maple leaf. I like the proof-like appearance as well. The Canadian maple is 4/9 fine, and you won't really find that in any other silver round. And it actually says here 4/9. The next one I collect is the Mexican Libertad. It has a really cool design, although it's not as flashy as the others, but I like it. They also make fractional amounts as well, up to 2 ounces, I believe. The next one is the Austrian Philharmonic. Now, this is a really cool one. Now, if you notice all the government bullion here that I have, these are all 1 troy ounce. They all weigh approximately 31.1 grams. Now, some other government bullion that I like to get into is the Australian minted coins, like the Kookaburra, and also the British Britannia. I'll probably start stacking those later. I also have some generics that I pulled out. This is a Sunshine Minting, 1 troy ounce. This is an older one. The new one has the security spot on the back. Here's a generic round here. It resembles a peace dollar. It's also 1 troy ounce, 999 fine. Another generic that I have is the Bill of Rights. I really like this one. Now, with generic rounds, there are so many out there, so many different designs. So I'll get into those as well. Now, I also try to avoid high premiums, but depending on how I like it, I may just get it. I don't flip things. I'll maybe get into bars later. Now, besides collecting government bullion and generic rounds, I also have some junk silver. This one happens to be a Ben Franklin 50-cent piece, 90% silver. This is a Kennedy half dollar. This is only clad in silver. 90% silver, 1964. Roosevelt dime. 1964. Washington quarter, 90% silver. And this is a Morgan dollar, 90% silver as well. Thanks for watching and listening to my philosophy on silver stacking. I like to keep it nice and simple. And have a great day.